we did it once. The one time we drove all the way up from here to New York to go to Greece. I think we left maybe like four in the morning. Yeah, got to Jersey.
Y'all flew out of New York to go to Greece? Or are you talking about Italy?
100% because Nick was in the car with me. Wait.
Nah, we flew out of the DC area going to Greece.
Oh, I got it. Me and Kyla's. Oh, that's what it was then. Me and Kyla's first time going to our first vacation when we went to like Spain. No. Anyway, with Marcus, yeah, we drove all the way up when we went to France. There we go. Yeah,
That's
early
crazy.
morning, drove the 8 hours.
You know how bad my vacation would have been if I did all that?
That's when she caught COVID. That's when she was looking sick, like SpongeBob with the suds.
Well, everybody have it too?
They got it. I was good. Kyla was dead like the second day. Then on our way back, like everybody was coughing in the car. I was chilling. Those two were hurt. Yeah, that was funny. Speaking of, I sent Marcus a video talking about a horrible travel itinerary. This dude posted a video. He's like, "Can you believe that New York to Rome is a day trip?" And I said, "Excuse me." So I watched the video. Buddy went literally from New York City to Rome. He left at, I think it was 5 p.m. Let's say it was a Thursday night. Got into Rome 7 a.m. And if you remember, I mean, it's an hour train to get to the city. So then he went to see the Colosseum, rode a bike, got some food, and he's like, "Ooh, it's time for me to go back." So he flew back. His flight left at 7 p.m. So Buddy literally only had from like touchdown at 7. You know it takes about 40 minutes to get out the airport. So let's make that 8. So he didn't get into the city till 9. And then he had to easily leave from the city at 4 p.m. to get there in time to make the flight.
Never. I would never.
He was like, I mean, it's such a great day trip, and I get to go back and sleep in my own bed. I said, yeah, no.
I would never do that. You would never catch me doing nothing like that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. A day trip to a whole different continent.
And what's it called? In the air for 16 hours just to be on the ground for like 10.
Yeah, less than that probably.
Yeah, 7 to... If he touched down at 7, he'd have to be back at the airport by, again, like 5:30. Yeah, that's a crazy day.
That's stupid. People be doing dumb things.
That's a crazy day. I told Marcus, I said that I think the quickest turnaround I could do is like 2 days. Like a 2-day min.
I couldn't do 2. It got to be 3. At least 3 for me.
Nah, I could do 2. I literally, man, if Memorial Day wasn't such an expensive weekend for flights, I would be in London.
You would have done a weekend?
1,000,000%.
That's not it. That's not it. I need 3 full days. I'll fly back on the 4th.
Only thing, like, I want to go back to Greece just to eat, but that's 10 hours in a plane, so
That's facts, though.
I need like 4 days.
That's facts, though. I'll go back just to eat. That food was unmatched.
Unmatched. One of my athletes is actually, she was there. She's there now. She took a picture of that street where that dude, one where the Euro spot was, and where that dude was giving us the free vouchers.
God's Restaurant?
Yeah. So she was like, I told her about the Euro place. She was like, "Oh, is this the place?" And she took a picture of her plate and told me the name of the restaurant. I said, "No, but we actually ate at that God's place right next door." And she goes to like a Christian school, so I felt kind of weird saying the name of the restaurant was God's Restaurant. But anyway,
she understand when she over there.
yeah. So, woo. All right, bet we rolling. We got another episodical episode.
You gotta introduce yourself.
Oh, all right. We're back with another episode from North Carolina's finest black farmer, Bernard Farmer. Oh man,
I gotta have something to go with myself.
the soon to be newlywed D Stone.
Ring me.
I can't
Ring me.
wait.
I'm about to join the club.
It's a horrible life. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got D Money in the house. Today's an exciting day for you. I'm gonna go ahead and you probably know, but you probably wonder, how do I know it's an exciting day for you? The Tush Push didn't get banned, so y'all can go for a two-peat. Y'all can go back to back.
You know what it is? It's really, it just shows that the rest of the league they're just a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of pathetic losers who just complain and whine all year. That's all it showed me. 22 teams voted to ban a play that only gets you a yard.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, sometimes 3.
A yard, maybe 3. It's not that big of a deal. But because they can't stop it, they want to take it out the game. Why are we taking plays out the game?
Yeah, just don't let them get to 4th and 3.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, we should be banning players who are just good. Should we vote to ban Saquon Barkley? Remove him from the league? No, we shouldn't, because we want to see that. We want to see greatness. We want to see excellence. But when the Eagles, do something that's great, we excel, and it's excellent, then people want to take it out the game. That makes no sense. But like you said, it didn't get banned, so repeat coming this year. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited.
I bet you if the Cowboys were doing it, they wouldn't stop it.
Cowboys can't do. Nobody can do what we do.
I'm just saying they hating on you, but I'm saying if the Cowboys were the one that was doing it, they would. No one would ban it.
That's true though. That's true though. If anybody else was doing it, they wouldn't want to ban it. It's just us. They hate us.
That stuff's funny.
It's
But
fine.
yeah, I know you were excited. At first, I saw the first news report. It was like, it's looking unlikely. Looks like they about to take that thing down. I was like, yo, David's probably mad tight, but
I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad. I was just mad that they was making such a big deal about it. And,
I mean,
and
it is just 3 yards, or just learn how to stop it.
Yeah, it's not that deep. And they were talking about player safety. Nobody's gotten hurt. What's going on? Like, they're just making up stuff. But
I don't know,
I'm glad I didn't get banned.
but all right, bet. What'd you do over the weekend?
I know, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna say this. I gotta share a story real quick about what happened to us when we went to the Maryland Zoo on Sunday.
Okay.
It's in reference to something that you mentioned last week. I'm not gonna tell you, but you'll understand it after I finish the story. So we went to the Maryland Zoo. Saw the animals, had a good time, all of that stuff. They got like a little train that goes around a portion of the zoo. So we hop on the train. We're next in line. They're telling everybody in line, take the next available seat closest to the front. Just file in that way. Mm-hmm. So we do that. We all sit down. The next thing you know, the people in front of us, they get up and start moving forward because I guess somebody had skipped a row or something.
Yeah.
So then there was an open row in front of us. In hindsight, we should have moved up. We didn't. We let somebody from the line come in.
Yeah.
Sit in the row in front of us. Immediately, whiffs of just funk. I mean, with you being outside and at a zoo and you smelling animals and stuff like that,
yeah,
I should not be able to smell you like that.
Nah.
It was the worst 5-10 minute train ride I've ever been a part of in my entire life. Every single movement, the wind just smacked us, and then more funk just flying across the nose. It was really, really bad. And so I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at, and what group of people this was. But it was bad. I just had to tell you that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Just to go off that, I had a younger athlete a couple years ago, and it was during the summertime. He had very pungent bo. You know, I think it started kind of late spring, and went into like the bulk of summer. So it was pretty pungent bo. And after this, I'll tell you how my weekend went. And it was, like I said, it was pungent. I would ignore it because I didn't want to hurt the kids' feelings. But once other kids start saying it, then like I know that one, it's not just me, but two, he's gonna hear it at some point. Like at some point, he's gonna hear it. Keep like, what smells so bad? why does he smell bad whenever he walks by? So I was like, you know what? Let me try to be a responsible adult and have like a very cordial conversation. And so like he finished his workout. Mind you, he's bench pressing. So like I'm standing right near him and I'm getting beat. But I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? I can deal with this. Like, this is just for a little bit. And like he was done. He was about to leave. And I was like, yo, big dog, like, let me just talk to you for a second. And so this was, I think he was like 6th going into 7th or 7th going into 8th. Like that age once puberty starts kicking in and they don't really like touching deodorant. Like they still trying to figure out. They think that they can still go through life without deodorant.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, are you familiar with like deodorant? And then he was like, oh, yes, I put it on every day. People tell me. And I was just like, okay. He was like, yes, I know. I hear it every day. People tell me. I try. I put it on. I said, okay, because I know around this age, once you start hitting puberty, like a lot of people aren't familiar that they need to start putting stuff on. And he was like, yes, and he just like walked out. Coincidentally, it was his last day ever training with me. I don't know if that was in his contract or if he quit, but yeah.
Oh,
That's funny though.
that's funny. That's funny. That man said, people tell me all the time. There's nothing I can do. I just think.
But yeah, it was almost.
Oh man.
It almost rivaled what our friend's college dorm room smelled like.
Oh, that's bad. I can only imagine.
Yeah. So
That's bad.
But good
That's
news from the weekend. I think I got my man card back. I think it came in the mail, express mail actually.
Well, how'd you lose it?
Because remember when I drove down to Atlanta and I needed Kyla to drive for a little bit?
Yeah. You definitely lost it there. That's
Yes,
acceptable.
it came back in the mail.
Okay.
It's a gold pass. I'm good.
Okay. But
So
what did you? Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
We drove to Kyla's mother had a birthday this weekend, as well as her cousin's girlfriend was graduating college. So we had a cookout in Norfolk, which is a 3-hour drive. So drove there and back. Left at noon. Drove there, was outside, cookout all day. Only stop was to get gas because she needed to get gas. So we drove there, again, cookout, we're outside, eating, whatever. And drove back, left at 7 p.m. 7:30, got back at about 11.
That's
6 hours driving.
I commend that.
And they were sleeping on the way back.
Oh yeah, that's good. You definitely got that car.
Yeah, I'm back.
I commend you for that.
I'm back.
Cause I don't know what you was doing before.
It kind of hurt my feelings because a little bit, like when we started our drive back, we were probably like an hour in. She was like, let me know if you get sleepy and you need me to drive. And that gave me all the energy I needed.
Whenever they say that, they gonna smack to sleep.
Oh, she died. So, yeah, it came in the mail. I'm looking good.
That's respectable.
Yeah, so
I recommend that.
I ain't really trying to make
I'm
that
sure
many
it
more
was
drives,
tough
though.
without it. What'd you say?
I said I ain't trying to make that many more drives like that though. It was
3
definitely
hours.
pushing my limits.
Well, what is your limit now? Because I remember in college you drove back home and drove back to school in one day.
No, I drove. Nah, that was I stayed up all night in Miami. We flew back to home, and then I drove home same day.
Wait, no, I thought it was a time where you needed something from your house and you didn't have it with you, so you went back to get it and then came right back up.
Oh shit, I don't know. If I did that, I'm an animal. But
I think that's what you did. I remember that.
I know I had to do it for my license because
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking of. But now I could probably still a good night's sleep. What I got in me. So if I have to do it, I could probably go like 8 hours in a day. I could do an 8-hour drive, but I don't want to do it. Like my normal cutoff financially is honestly like 6 hours, because otherwise I'm just gonna fly. But
Wow.
like if it's affordable, like if it ain't crazy, like if tickets ain't $800 for an hour flight, yeah.
Wow.
Because I mean I drove
I
to
could
upstate New
never
York,
do
last year, and that's 9 hours.
That's too much.
And then I drove back. What time was the game? The game was over at like 6 p.m. And yeah, I made it all the way back to DC. I just wanted to spend time with AL and watch the fight. That was a 6-hour drive. It was the Ryan Garcia fight. And I still had another 3.5 to make it back home. So yeah.
Yeah, you different, because I would never do that.
Some people can just sit in the car. I mean, it's just cruise control and just play something that you like. So it don't matter. You like to watch TV on the car, so it ain't a problem.
But I still have a cutoff.
It should be easy.
I still have a cutoff.
But, all right. Who cares about all that stuff? Let's get into some things that happen. I don't know if you heard about I'm trying to think how I want to add these things together. It was groundbreaking news last week, but it seems like it's still sweeping the internet, that gingers are now a part of the black community.
I've never heard this.
Oh, gingers are black. So that's what my
No, they're
TikTok's been
not.
telling me. That's what my TikTok's been telling me. Gingers are black.
What makes them black?
I didn't look into the research, but every single ginger was saying that they're black now. And then there was black people, like there was a dude he was a nurse. He was like, I sure wish my job had more black people. And then some gingers came through the door. Something about it.
That's not it, because I've seen some, like, a lot of gingers are white.
Yeah,
and
but
they're not just
I don't
like
think
regular white.
I don't think it's just that. I think it has something to do with like genetics.
But they're white, and they look white.
I know, but I think it's just what they identify as. I don't know.
I've never heard that.
I don't know. We can go into it some more. I'll research it, but I just thought it was cool. I wasn't sure if you were aware of it.
I've never heard that.
I just wanted to welcome them into our community and start teaching them some things. Like, for example, they still can't say the N-word, though. But
So they're not black.
no, you know how like some mixed race people don't like to say the N-word, but they're still black.
But these are not. It's not that they don't like it; they can't. You said mixed race people don't like to, but these people can't.
Does Logic say the N-word?
I don't think he has. That man is white.
Actually, I don't think he ever said it in songs, but he did call his dad the N-word. I remember him saying it. Like in an interview, he was like, "Yo, you really my nigga," and it just sounded weird.
Is his dad black? Is
Yeah,
he
his
mixed?
dad's black. His dad's black. His mom's white.
That man is white. That's not a mixed guy.
That's what he's heard his whole life. But all right, so you're not accepting them to the cookout. I am. But like one video, they were playing N-words in Paris, and this ginger was going crazy, bouncing.
Saying the whole song.
Nah, I'm not saying it.
Oh.
Definitely not saying it. All right. You don't care about the gingers. I was trying.
I never heard it.
I was trying to test the waters. Actually, the biggest thing. So Prison Break, the Louisiana Prison Break. How many are still open? I mean, how many are still free? Do you know?
I think I want to say they all have gotten caught. If not, it's one left. I think.
The last time I looked, is charged with higher. Last time I looked, I think I saw 5 with a fled. It looks like 5 have been caught. I was about to say, looked like there was still a few left.
One I seen some like everybody was caught except one. Maybe I'm tripping.
Now you have 3 alleged accomplices. I don't care. That stuff's funny to me, man. That stuff is funny. Seeing the way they're getting caught is also insane.
Like one dude was just sleeping on the at the bus stop. Like if I'm breaking out of prison, you're not finna find me outside.
I got so much adrenaline. I could run. I'm running like Forrest Gump. There's absolutely no chance I'm stopping in the same state.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in the same state. I'm in Mexico at that point.
Oh, easily. Easily.
I'm in Mexico. I'll swim across the Gulf.
I saw one dude, the Gulf of America.
Gulf of America, yeah.
Yeah. I saw one dude. He was all dripped up in like a Bape outfit in front of it, like his hood. Like,
Yeah.
if you're running away from prison, what are you going back to the place
That's
that they
where
were first?
that's where they got you at.
Man,
Couldn't be me. How long would you last if you broke out of prison? How long you think you would last?
well, since I think I can last for a week in the wilderness with no tools other than like a knife, I could probably make it a month. At least a month. Bro, I'm not staying in the same state. So these dudes that are getting caught in Louisiana are insane. Absolutely.
So what are
insane.
you doing? What's your whole plan once you get out?
I'm hitting feet. And if I have hot wiring skills, then I'm definitely hot wiring a car in the middle of the night. But other than that, I'm just going to traverse through the woods, through the swamps, the bayou. They can't really search that. It's too thick. And just hope I don't see a crocodile.
I was finna say, don't they got crocodiles and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not hoping. I don't want my life to depend on hope.
Because I don't want to reach out to family, because last thing I want is for family to get questioned, and then it's easy. And I don't want to like steal somebody's car like Grand Theft Auto, because once their car gets stolen, then so I'm just gonna hit feet. I might steal a bike or two. I'm gonna be like the dude that killed the United Health Group guy.
He got caught.
I know, but I'm saying I'm stealing a bike. I'm going through like some woods, and I'm moving to a different state.
Oh yeah, that's the best. That's the best option. He only got caught because he had that city bike.
Well, he was sitting in McDonald's.
Well, yeah, that too. But they was able to track him like after he left because he had the city bike.
So I'm easily making a month. What do you do? What about you?
I think realistically, I could probably go about a month too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something crazy, but I think realistically I could go. I think I can go a month.
Especially,
I
I mean, you
hate
mentioned that. You mentioned the Mexico thing. I'm definitely trying to get to Mexico.
Oh, I'm gonna be in Mexico by 5 hours. In 5 hours.
So yeah, if I get to Mexico, I'm good. They never catching me.
I'm gonna change my name to something.
Davido.
Davido something. I'm gonna be in Mexico in 5 hours. They'll never hear from me again.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, they're tripping.
Yeah, nah. One of the inmates that broke out, they said his aunt was like in the news telling him to please turn himself in peacefully and all this stuff. That's why you can't reach out to family.
Yeah, I'm never reaching out to fam. I don't care about my fam, respectfully.
They'll
In
tell
that
you.
situation.
That's all I was about to say.
Yeah, no, I love my family, but in that situation, no, I'm out of there. What? I'm trying to switch it. My camera looking crazy. Yeah, I think yeah, like I said, a month should be very doable. As long I don't got no phone. Like there's generally no way they could find me if there's no cameras.
There's cameras everywhere though.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, month. That sounds good.
I tell you what, I'm not going back though.
Oh, there's no way I'm. Wait, what do you mean you're not going back?
To jail.
But they catch you.
I'm not gonna say that.
There's no way I can make it in jail. That is that's a crazy place to live.
First of all, I can't do the food. I'll be starving every day, so I'm already not gonna last long. I give myself a month before I die of starvation. So that's number one. Two, I'm gonna be terrified
Oh, I'm pissing
of my
the bed.
life every single day. Just afraid of who's gonna walk into my cell and then
What
change
they
my
gonna
life.
want. Yeah.
Change my life because I can defend myself to a certain extent.
Yeah, like if it's 3 people, you're not really holding up.
And I'm not the biggest person in the world, so it's only so much I can do. If somebody walking up into my cell, they probably been there for a minute, and they probably got some prison strength on them.
Yeah.
I just got there. I can't do anything about that. So my life has changed. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I watch them prison shows. Like I used to watch I think it's 60 or 90 day lockup or something like that. 60 or 90 days in, where like they just get some regular humans, or it's like some ex-convicts, and they'll go in there just to see if there's any loopholes in the system for the warden, so that he can better assess how to fix everything. And there'll be like some freaking desk jockey nerds, like, you know what, I want to see if I can do it. And they go in there, and like some of them tap out. One dude he used to be in prison, and so he had to go in there and let his nuts hang. So he like smacked somebody just to try to like assert his dominance at one point. And I'm like,
I don't understand why you would sign up for something. Why would you willingly do that?
because they literally say like, we can't say, once those doors are closed, we can't save you. Like if someone wanted to come up and poke you, I mean, what?
It's
At that
nothing,
point,
it's
yeah.
nothing they can do, and some of them don't want to do anything.
Yeah, so nah, prison's a scary place.
Wouldn't catch me nowhere near it.
I'm snitching so much. If I ever get presented with the opportunity, I'm big snitching. Good. All right, bet. That's out of there. I had a question I wanted to ask you. Have you ever been out in public with your? Oh, my phone is right there. My fault. My fault, King. Have you ever been in public with your lady and then she runs into like a friend, like of the opposite sex?
Like once. It was her ex.
That's actually perfect, because I was gonna hope you didn't say. Because the scenario I was gonna paint, I was gonna push to that. But like, how the interaction go? Like, how quick did
Oh,
she
it was
introduce
real.
you? Did she shake
Well,
her
no, I
his
already knew
hand?
him. I already knew him.
Oh, okay.
But it was real. It was real brief, so it wasn't too much. It wasn't nothing for real. It was
All right, that's ass. All right, never mind.
brief.
I was gonna see how you would deal with the situation. All right, let's say it's an ex you've never met, but you knew she obviously dated this dude before, and let's say they used to be like pretty committed, but then things fell off. Let's say y'all in public, and boom, you walking. Y'all not holding hands. Y'all just near each other conversing. She sees him. Oh, she gets excited, and then let's say she gives him
What's she
like,
excited for?
because like they had years together, and you still got a little fondness for each other. Not like that type of fondness, but it's like, wow, you really played an important part of my life, so I still got like respect and admiration. Bro, don't mess up my story. And then let's say she gives a church hug. You good?
I don't understand the excitement.
Well,
Like the church hug is fine, but like the excitement is kind of wild.
I think you're focused by excitement. I'm not talking about and just running over. I'm just like a smile, like, oh, hey, how you doing? That's still excited. That's an excited
Shouldn't
state.
be any smile.
Okay, so all right, so we got problems. Now, what if it's a chest to chest hug? How we feeling?
That's a little bit far. It's a little bit far. You reserve those for the ones that are special to you.
All right, and then I feel you. I think that's cool. But let's say, what if it's the church hug? All right, no smiling. It's a church hug, but she don't introduce you, or she like waits a little bit to introduce you. Like, what if she's like, oh yeah, this is David. Yeah, he's my so and so. What's
Like
happening
after
there?
the fact, like after they've been chatting for a little bit.
Yeah, like she kind of forgot. I'm like, oh shoot, by the way, this is.
By the way, nah, I might step in and introduce myself.
You just gonna barge in the combo?
I mean, honestly, there's no need for a conversation. None of that. I mean, the catching up, none of that. I'll introduce myself, so it won't even get to that point.
Sound
By
like
the
she
way,
can't
it's
have
crazy.
friends. That's crazy.
By the way, it's crazy. Why are you buddy with your ex like that?
You can't just be happy to see somebody. I don't know.
I mean, not my ex. My exes are enemies.
That's crazy. There was actually I said it because there was one time this glare killing me, and I can't fix it. My other camera's not working, but I had somebody come over to watch the dogs. This put me in like a weirdest situation in the world. It was one of the women from my gym. She's only like 2 years older than me. I figured it out. Nice ass. And Kyla works out at the gym as well, but I don't think they ever had crossed paths. So before we went out of town, she came by the house while Kyla was here to like just meet the dogs. And on God, literally, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is my wife, Kyla." One, Kyla didn't really say anything, and she ain't say nothing. And I'm like, all right. I was like, this is weird because now this kind of looks awkward. I'm like, and sometimes I'd be forgetting. Sometimes I'd be forgetting if I said something. So I'm like, did I introduce Kyla? I was like, yeah, but Kyla over there, like she'll go to the gym, and Kyla still didn't really say anything. So now I'm sitting here like, what is going on? This looks like a weird situation. Like I ain't really married to this chick or whatever. And then Kyla was like, oh, she clearly liked you.
Where are you
like,
getting
huh?
this from?
I was like, huh? She's like, she ain't say nothing to me. And I was like, you didn't say anything either. I'm over here sitting here trying to figure out what is going on. But I was just thinking of that situation. That threw me off.
That's
Like,
funny.
that really set me for a loop.
Because it's
But,
really confusing. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
How did you draw that conclusion?
From literally, hey, these are my dogs. Da da da. Oh yeah, my wife's right there. Oh yeah. Also, here's my wife's name again. Trying to walk out. I was like, okay, I don't quite understand. But yeah, how do you think your lady would do in that situation?
I mean, the situation would be different. She would definitely say something. She would do more to talking than I would do.
I can't wait for you to accidentally say, unless if you him, for you to accidentally say, this is my fiance, and then like, wife, and see if that, because the first couple months, it would just slip. You'd be like, oops.
Well, I think I'm going to be good with that because I was good with the, the transition from girlfriend to fiance.
Oh, okay.
I was good with that. I don't think I slipped up once.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I'm going to be good with this.
All right, bet.
But I did get in trouble, like, earlier on for not introducing
Yeah,
right away.
that's not what I'm not really used to that. So yeah, that was one of my hiccups. I was trying to figure that out.
Got in
This
trouble
clear
for that.
me. I'm gonna have to leave that shit right there. Now this camera look crazy. I don't care. Yeah. Now I've just learned to, before people even start talking, it's like, oh, this is like,
So first thing I do, let me get this out the way.
because I'm gonna forget, and now I'm gonna look crazy, like I ain't really in this relationship. Yeah. All right, bet you're him. You're really him. I like that. But let me know if you do forget. I just want to see.
All right, I'm gonna think about it, but nah, I'm not gonna forget because I'm gonna get in trouble.
You get spanked.
I might, and I don't want that.
Oh, I thought that's the type of life you live.
I don't like that.
Bro, this other camera is blowing me.
It's that light.
I know, and I can't turn it. It won't even let me pick my other one. I don't care though. YOLO. It's just my future so bright, so it's over here. That's a personification.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I know. I'm a rapper. I'm trying to think of these next three. I want to go with hatred. Yeah, we'll go with hatred. I want to think we should bring back bullying.
Yeah. I think I agree.
I think it's useful.
I agree.
Yeah.
You get no argument from me. I think it's very beneficial.
Yeah, I think people are
grow
too
up.
comfortable of expressing themselves in different ways. I ain't talking about I'm talking about the people that just like our roommate, for example, that walked around campus with headphones with cat ears. Like bullying that's the type of bullying I'm talking about.
Oh, because you had you don't think he should have expressed himself that way?
No one should be walking around with nobody should be going out in public dressed as animals, dressed as like things like that. But that's not the purpose of what I'm saying. But we can go into this. Nah, I don't think that should be a thing. That's coming from somebody that had a family member that used to do it in the same high school.
Oh, see, what if it's a culture thing though?
What culture is dressing up like a animal?
I mean, like isn't it like an animated thing? Like
yeah,
what was he, Chinese or something?
He was of Asian descent, yeah, for sure.
Something like that. So I don't know. I thought it was a culture thing.
I mean, you could do that at Comic-Con or anime conventions, but doing that in regular life, yeah, nah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't come out of the room that much.
Yeah, except to steal our food. I was telling my friends about that. I was telling some of the kids about that. They're like, "What was your roommates like in college?" I said, "Yo, I had one. He was really pushing my buttons." And I told him.
I said, yeah, I think he eating your ravioli.
I told her, I said, yeah, I put laxative in some brownies and left them out for him to eat. She was like, no, you didn't. I said, yeah.
The crazy part is, you know I'm addicted to chocolate, and I don't remember which one was which. I just ate it anyway.
See, you're different. Yeah, that's when you were a
Addiction
chocolate
is an
fiend.
addiction. Still in.
Yeah, I was like Ayo with them damn gummy, whatever.
Fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks. There we go. But actually thinking of that time, I was on my notes because I had to record an audio thing just the other day. I still got audio from the plumber.
For real.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
I was like, let me see if it was still hitting on the same, and it was still hitting on the same.
He was digging her out, man.
But nah, the reason for it is for me saying we need to bring back bullying, aka like king shaming, because I've been keeping up to date with like obviously Diddy's on trial.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that he was asking to do was absolutely insane.
Which one had you weirded out the most?
All right. What had me weirded out the most was nothing was really wild. There's two things that were really, really wild for me. One, having a threesome, all right, that's cool. Or a multiple some, whatever. A train ran on your girl, that's where it's kind of getting weird. But then having them explode on her and then rub it on your nipples.
That's the one that takes the cake for me.
That is so crazy.
That's the one that takes the cake for me. What kind of sickness do you have to have going on with you to decide, oh, I want this rubbed on my nipples?
How do you even know you're going to like that?
Why do you like it? Why do, I mean, for guys, it's not a lot of sensation that's going on right there. So you just want to come on you?
So hold on, pause. I was a little bit ago. I was actually watching a video, an adult entertainment video. I low key turned it off because dude was getting his nipples played with insanely too much. Like he was even doing it while he was doing his do. I said, I ain't really feeling this. And then so I was like, maybe he'll stop. And then so I kept going because he was putting in work respectfully. And then the girl was like playing with his shit, and I'm like, this is weird. And then she was like, oh, they can really handle a lot. And then he was like, I said, yeah, no, this is where I'm done with this video. So I'm out of here. But nah, having multiple dudes finish on your girl and then you go to a separate room to get it rubbed on your chest and nipples is...
Yeah, I don't understand that one too much. I thought that was very weird. In my opinion, it serves no purpose.
Yeah, none.
None at all. I mean, the fact that all of the escorts were males and they just kept rotating through them.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, I saw, in regards to the escorts, I saw Academics was reading like some text from Cassie to Diddy. I think it was last night. But I guess he was like, I mean, if you want to set up a freak off, go for it. And she was like, all right, who should I get? And then he was like, I mean, whoever you think can really do the job. How about this dude? And she's like, I mean, I didn't think about him, but all right. And then she was kind of like, I mean, honestly, I think what really turned me on is if I got a girl for you. And he like ghosted her for like 4 messages straight. So yeah, he was on some different time.
He said, I ain't with the women stuff.
Nah, I ain't with that. I'm trying to figure out how that is.
So it's a sausage party.
Oh, I'm about to break this chair. I don't care about this no more. I keep saying I don't care, but I keep trying to care. But also the escorts are low key ugly.
Yeah, that's not my business, but
I don't know if I can say that, but nah, they were kind of crazy. Also, I think one of the dudes' names was called the Punisher. Bro, like all of this stuff is crazy. All of it is absolutely insane.
I'm trying to figure out if he ever like participated besides just watching.
I don't know, but also after you said that, I wonder what his angle was. Like, I wonder if he was sitting like to the side so he could see like both people, or if he was sitting behind so he can just watch the man. Because clearly he was a little different.
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like they did him so often. He probably viewed from all.
Tried a little bit. Yeah, he probably had a full panoramic. Yeah, see, I'm just not that comfortable. I really can't do that. I look at these situations. I really can't do that.
I can't do it either. That's outrageous. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, because he came out that hallway and was beating Cassie, and he had nothing but a towel on. I think he was participating in some capacity.
Well, they say he would be in the corner and rubbing one off.
But like, that meant fully naked though.
Well, one of the things that he used to wear what the Muslim people wear, the girls like a full thing. Only thing was shown was his eyes.
So why did he take it off?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think he was participating. That's what I'm going with.
It don't got nothing to me. I'm not an expert on it. I just know that that's crazy, and we need to start kink shaming again, or being bullies to people. Be like, yo, big dog, that's weird. No.
We 100% need to shame that, but the people, they keep that to themselves, so we'll never find it out.
I know, but those closer to them need to just be like, yo, big dog, that's a little too strange for me.
So do you think that that audio that came out with Meek Mill, what sounded like Meek Mill, do you think that's real?
If that's real, I might only listen to Dreams and Nightmares. That's the only Meek song I could ever listen to. I might go through the lyrics to see if it was some subliminal stuff in there, but yeah, nah, that's crazy. I might have to go back and listen to that audio because that was crazy. That audio was insane.
I'm 97% sure that is me.
Well, I don't know. Them AI things, they really be good.
Well, kudos to whoever did that if that's AI, because that sounded like him.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. All this stuff is crazy. Was this the one I wanted to go to? Nah. Oh, all right. We're gonna get away from that because I don't got nothing else to say. But that's just a freaky dude. Because I don't know legalese, and I'm just here to see what happens.
Legalese.
Yeah, that's like the language that legal people speak. In case you ain't know.
Oh, I did not know.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Before we got on, I'm gonna send you the video after we're done. I saw AJ Brown working out with. Have you seen these dudes in the gym? They're huge, massive muscle body human beings. But AJ Brown was working out with them, and I'll give you hope. He tried to stop because he was tired. Because they be working out to like failure, literally failure reps, and they're like, nah, we don't do that shit in here. You can keep going. And they had a towel, the Eagles towel. He's like, you want to put this shit on? You can't finish? And like yelling at him. And he finished his reps. I've seen a few of the videos. I can never work out in a situation where someone's screaming at me. I'm just going to walk out the gym. And like, he tried to put the bar down and they put the shit back in his chest. And like, AJ Brown's not small. He's like he's pretty huge. Yeah. And they made him look like me. Like, they're huge. I must send you the video. Actually, do I have it right here? Yeah, I do have it right here. But, like, these dudes, I literally saw a guy, he was deadlifting, like, trap bar. I think it was, like, 600-700 pounds. So he did, like, I think he was supposed to get 3 or 5 reps. He did, like, 1 or 2, and then he dropped it. And because the weight, the bar was kind of tilted, landed on his foot, broke his toe. Blood is like pouring out. He's like, fuck, my fucking toe. And he's like, I gotta go. He's like, you not finishing this shit. You doing all your reps, and then you can figure out what you're doing after that. Oh, he had to do squats as well. So he did like trap bar, mad heavy. Had to finish his reps, then get underneath the squat bar and do his stuff. And they wouldn't let him walk away until he finished his reps. Like that type of stuff, I'm leaving the weight room. Like it's never that serious.
Prison?
You watching the video? Watch.
Yeah, pick it back up. What is it?
Come on. I know you got hard. Show me. Come on.
Why are they yelling at me?
Pick it back up. Pick that shit up.
They look miserable.
Let's go. Come on, bro. Pick it up and fight. Fight. Pick that shit up. Don't move. Right back in it. Here we go.
What exercise is this?
I don't know.
You're not doing anything.
Stay in there. Stay in there. Get ready in there. Bang. Keep banging. Yeah. You found it. Yeah. Bring that through. Don't come out.
Yeah, that's too much noise going on.
Don't come out. Fight for it. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. You don't stop. Yeah. You don't stay in there. Better not stop. Yeah.
Like it's just too much screaming.
Way too much. How you gonna tell me what my failure is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I failed. I can't do no more.
But yeah, they be yelling too much. I can never work out with people like that.
Yeah, you're
Like-
not gonna yell at me. I'll throw the bar at you.
Like if I don't got it in me, I don't got it in me. Like just call it a day. It's whatever.
Yeah. It ain't no weight on that bar. I'm taking it and swinging at everybody. A baseball bat.
But yeah, so that video, the dude went to the hospital. His toe was swollen, so they had to like literally remove his toenail, sock covered in blood, and they still made that man squat. I'm like,
That's making me sick. That's making me sick.
stuff like that. Nah, I'm done. I'm big done. But all right, bet. When we hitting up a WNBA game, I definitely want to. That one I definitely want to do. I want to see Paige play.
You want to see Paige play? I mean, when do they play? Do they play the Mystics at any point?
Well, yeah, but I was trying to go to Indiana to watch him play or Dallas. Hold on, let me say it again without laughing. I was trying to go to Indiana or Dallas because I want to see Paige versus Caitlyn.
Oh.
You're not trying to go with me?
You could go.
I know, but like
I'm not doing all that. I'm not. I think it's going to be astronomical.
When Juju's in the league, are you doing it then? Are we traveling to see her?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh man, I need Charlotte to get a basketball team.
I thought they would have gave y'all one. Well, they keep expanding. They need to give y'all one next.
Yeah, so we can fill our city with another miserable team. Mediocre.
Yeah, just something to do. Y'all terrible, man. They play on June 22nd. That's a Sunday.
Damn, I might be in Italy for a month.
He ain't going over here.
I gotta see them. Well, honestly,
Ew.
I might have to head up there because I gotta go to one of the embassies and put in my visa.
You ain't doing that.
Oh man,
How much you think these tickets are?
for who?
The Mystics versus Dallas.
The Mystics? Oh, Mystics versus Dallas. Where is it? Where at? That's not gonna help me, but I'm just curious.
It's up
Oh,
here.
Oh, my fault. Oh, because I this DC. Probably like nosebleeds. Probably like 125.
Well, it says for 2 tickets is section 207, basically the nosebleeds. It's 196 for 2 tickets, they say.
196 for 2.
Oh shoot, maybe I'm tripping. No, 324. So 196 for 1 ticket.
For nosebleeds?
Yeah,
2, 394? Nah. I'm gonna
That's
have to
what
go.
I'm seeing.
I'm gonna have to go to a smaller game. Hold on, and that's gonna be at. No. Oh, that's probably because they're doing it in where the women actually play.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were doing it where the men play, Capital One, whatever it's called.
Oh no.
I think they only do that for Caitlin Clark then. Whew. But all right. We're probably gonna be off next week. Got to get my man ready for his big day.
Gotta get a haircut.
Got to get that fade.
Gotta get the fade. Gotta get the fade.
You want me to do it?
No, I already got it set up. So you don't gotta do it.
I mean, like the day of though, just to line you up, just to make sure it's still tight.
Nah, it should be good.
What day you getting it?
Thursday. So just the day before. So it should be good for real. My hair don't grow back that fast.
But like, what time on Thursday?
In the morning. 9 o'clock.
That's a day and a half. That's long.
It is. But you know, I top out usually around like 2 days before it start.
I know, but you got to
Getting
think
a
about the
little funky.
humidity. So the humidity is going to add extra moisture to your hair follicles. That's going to make it grow a little bit more.
See, that's the thing. It's
and
kind
then you
of
might
cool
get a little,
up here.
You might get a little frizzy. So I got to just make sure that everything stays down. I don't want any straight hairs in these pictures.
You ever heard of Murray's?
Oh, yeah, done. Oh, if you put Murray's in, you good. You good. You are good. Murray's is thick. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're good.
I'll be good for a month.
Yeah, you know. When that's funny, you mentioned Murray's. When I finally cut my hair after running, when I was trying to get waves, I got Murray's. This is my first time ever using any hair products, like ever in my entire life. Like, cause before college, I didn't. I think I brushed my hair, but I did brush my hair, but I ain't have like a cool brush. I ain't do a do-weed, nothing. I just like I ain't give a fuck. I was a dirty ass high school kid.
That sounds wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I got Murray's, and then I was putting on too much. I was putting on way too much. So like I was doing it, and by too much, because you only need like this much of Murray's. I was probably using like that much of Murray's. And I was like, why the and like you could see my hair like glistening but like matted down. I was like, this is crazy. I probably did it like 2 or 3 times, and yeah, I never touched that Murray's can again.
How often was you using it?
Like every day. But like now I don't put nothing in my hair but like moisturizing stuff. Like cream.
Every day.
I didn't know. I was new to it. Cause that's when I was
wild.
brushing. I was literally I was brushing every 30 minutes, every hour. I was arms getting sore. I was trying to make my shit good. Now, it's so funny. I really don't be. I only brush my hair right before I go to work, and I don't really put on my do rag, but like for 10 minutes before I go into work. And the kids, they'll be like, "Yo, your hair is crazy," and I'm like, because the white kids are so amazed by do rags. One of the little white girls the other day, they were like, "This is gonna be so weird. Do you wear a do rag?" And I was like, I mean, not really. Before I come into work, yeah. She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, your waves." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And I was like, "You're never gonna see me wearing it, because once I get around the white side of town where I work, I take that thing off, because I just don't want my white kids to see me with a Dewey, because that's just jokes." Or they're gonna ask to wear it, especially the white boys. They be like, "Can I wear your do rag?" And I'm like, "Bro,
That's outrageous.
yeah." They usually tell me to get the high taper fade, like Travis Kelce, like all this shit. I'm like, "Bro, please just leave me alone."
Yeah, that's outrageous. Can I wear your do-rag? I've never heard of that in my life.
Well, you're from an area with a higher black population.
Yeah, that's why I ain't moving down there.
It don't matter. I'm moving to Europe, so. So that's it. That's all I got. Yeah. If you got Murray's though, you good. I don't need to touch up nothing.
No,
I don't
I
need
ain't
to touch
doing the
it.
Murrays. I
Yeah.
can't do that. It's not gonna wash out till. It's not gonna wash out till my next haircut.
Till you go to the Bermuda and I never see you again.
Yeah, dang, that's gonna be the last time. We might do a tour of the triangle too. It's like, nah.
That's insane.
It's apparently at night too.
You just making it worse every time you speak.
I ain't doing that.
But all right, next time y'all see us, I'm gonna be 30. He's gonna be married.
That's
Good.
facts.
Can't wait. Well, all right, David. Good night.
That's my government.
Oh, all right, D Money. Good night.
Yeah, all right. Good night is kind of wild. I'm not saying that back.
Say good night. It's not that difficult.
Good night.
Thank you. Love.